What's up, people? Welcome to the Dope Channel. I got some new stuff for the purple truck. Boom. I got a tranny cooler. I would have gave you guys an unboxing video, but I opened it 2 days ago to make sure it wasn't damaged. But this is what you get. So this is actually 414 to 19 Silverado. They give you, let's see here, we got some hoses, I guess, to adapt different parts to different things, and then there's clamps and stuff. We got the mounting bracket pieces and a sweet penguin air freshener. And then we've got the little hoses to connect it from the cooler over. Foam here. There it is. Down in there. Like I said, I already opened it because I had to make sure it wasn't damaged from shipping. It's a pretty big tranny cooler comparing to the stock one being in the radiator. And it's got the cool M on it because, you know, we're dope around here. But yeah, so this is going to be me putting it in. First step, got to get the grill off because it mounts right in front of the radiator. And the first step is to pull all the clips out of all these little holes around this thing, and then boom. Then there's supposed to be 4 screws in there, but I think I took them out a long time ago and forgot to put them back in. They're probably right. There's definitely 2 of them. And then there's a screw there. Looks like a T15 maybe. T20 Torx on both sides. And you got to snap this whole lower piece of trim off. And there's 4 bolts in the grill. Here, somewhere around there. And then those 4. And then the grill should come out. And then you can start installing the tranny cooler. Now, I got the grill off. So, they give you a thing to remount to put this. This is your ambient temp sensor. To mount that on, it's got a different bracket. And then because this is a 14, it says there's a thermal bypass valve, and they give you a little plug thing to take the wax core out. So now I'm going to go ahead and mount the cooler in the grill and move this thing, and then I'll start running the lines, and then I'll figure out that block after. So it goes here. So this is the bracket. It's gonna mount. You take this top screw out, the port, the top bolt, mount this bracket on here. So this is gonna go like that. Okay. So that's that. Here's a good look at it. Pretty dope. And then this gives you a small hole for your push clip and a big hole for the sensor. And it just has 3 fingers and it pokes through. And these have covers on them. Pull those off. They give you a template, and it's just a sticker. You stick it so that the arrow is right at this notch. There's like a cutout right here. The arrow goes right to that corner, and you just stick it flush with this lip here. There's like a little ridge. And then you drill 2 half-inch holes. And that's so you can run your lines through. And once you drill the holes, you peel it off. So that's how the lines go. Alright. Your factory cooler line coming up right here. Not these, this smaller one, because this is an oil cooler, goes in the radiator. The tranny cooler is actually in the AC condenser. So, it's in this little deal there. You pull that apart. That's an adapter that comes with the Mishimoto kit. And then it goes through here. You can see it better. That light is strong. Both of those lines are from the Mishimoto kit. Then you disconnect the factory line here, and then you have this U-shaped line, and it's going to be your top one. and it comes out here. And then the other one that connects to that line comes out right here. You get 2 hoses with the kit. You get a long hose and a short hose, long and short. The long hose goes to the line that's behind the core support you can't really see because there's this nipple sticking up. The long hose goes to that. Slide it together. Slide that all the way on, and then you're going to put 2 clamps on it. Put it so you can get to the clamps. Point the clamps so that they're accessible with a screwdriver or a socket, whatever you use to tighten them. And make sure you throw them on the floor first. So that goes something like that. Put that one the same way. And the long hose connects to the lower of the 2 coming out of the radiator shroud here. Pushing back on me. I probably pushed it out of that little deal. Fix that. Okay. And you're going to connect your hose clamps, and then you're going to take your short one, and it's going to go on this nipple pointed up. Put 2 clamps on that. I always try to put my hose clamps going the same way so you don't look like a hoosh wad. Got clamps all every direction. Silicone spray. Put that on. Alright, and then you're going to tighten your clamps. And that's it, really. That's the whole install. Except for that thermal bypass valve. Okay. Finished product. Look at this. Whoop, 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 whoop. Look at that. Finished product. Mounted. Blah, blah, blah. Now I'm gonna... Oh, I had to take the airbox out. Sorry, guys. I had to pull the whole airbox out, and I gotta clean up all the shit I spilled. And then I gotta add like a quart of fluid, probably, to fill up the cooler. But you pull the airbox out, the 4 screws on the thing, the hose clamp, the 2 PC or breathers, and pull it out. And that's it. And when I get to the thermal bypass thing, I'll show you guys that. Look at that. Intake tube back on. Yeah, if you don't have this intake tube, you're gonna have to take all of this big giant honking thing off of here. The lines are on. Grill's back on. You can see it through the grill. It's pretty dope. Big honking cooler. Everything's together. I'm gonna start it up for the first time. Make sure it isn't leaking, and then I'm gonna drive around the block so I can check the fluid. Put you guys right here. None there, none there. Inside the grill, my hoses, no leaks. Alright, I'm gonna leave this cover off now. Go drive around the block real quick. It was already warm because I drove to work today. Little clip for you. Sounds nasty. It's not fast though, but it sounds good. It sounds fast, isn't fast. We can listen to all that engine noise. Listen to the vibrations. Probably can't hear me either. It's right in the middle, so it's definitely lower than it was. And from what I've been told, these transmissions have an issue with starving because the pan will get sucked dry. So I'm going to add some right now, and then I'll check it again when I get back. And then I'll probably have to add more after I do that bypass. Alright, I'm not even going to bother checking. Put this in here. Put the dipstick in. drive it around the block real quick. Come back and check it again. Alright. Try to hold this camera. Grip on it a little. Don't worry about that, that's a jack handle. There's a tiny jack in my back of this truck that I keep back there because the freaking like scissor jack is too tall. It won't fit underneath the freaking thing. Look at this guy, we're gonna race him. He done won none. Smoked him. It was just like a stock Z71 four-door. The tranny's a little warm already. 156 degrees. See, I don't know if like that bypass valve thing, if it's like gonna keep it at 180 degrees and maybe that's why they want you to take it out, or it's optional. It says it's optional, but like it's kind of confusing because that doesn't do shit. It's kind of confusing because I'm not sure if I'm supposed to put it in. I mean, if the trans stays like this forever, I won't worry about putting it in, but if it gets back up to like normal temperatures eventually, I'm going to take it out and put their little block off thing in, because I don't know if maybe it doesn't allow fluid flow until it gets to like that temperature, and then it keeps it at 180 degrees or 200, but it's been running like 200 degrees, which I don't like because this transmission is already a little goofy when it comes to shifting into third gear. So that was part of the reason of putting the tranny cooler on, but I guess we'll see. I'm going to drive it around a little bit more. There's what I'm looking for to put the bypass valve in. So the tranny lines come down the passenger side of the truck. This is probably a terrible camera. Passenger side of the truck, then they cross under the trans and come up right here on the driver's side at the bell housing. And you got to take this little block off because the snap ring and everything I need to get to the changes is on the top up here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the block completely off and go up to the toolbox. One bolt, two lines. And from what I understand, because this is a 14, it's why it has that design. If you have a later truck, like a 15 or anything after a 14, the 14 is the only one you have to do this on. The rest of the trucks, they don't have this valve, or they have a different design where it flows all the time instead of having the little thermostat in there. Right here. Snap ring, and that's going to pop out. This is like just to replace the wax core, but it's the same shape as the little thermostat piece that's in there. It's moving. The wax core and the other spring. Then you take this thing and you just drop it in there. So the spring goes inside that deep hole, like, let me see if I can get it in there, like that. It's all the way in there. This sits on top of it and it goes inside the spring. So you take both of them out, and this is just a like a thermostat. Like inside this bronze thing, there's a wax piece, and it's going to extend or retract this or make this soft so the spring can push against it. So then you just take this and put it small side down, and it's just going to go in that hole. And then you're just going to put this, it's got two O-rings on it. Just put this back in. Get it below your snap ring groove. Get your snap ring that you hopefully didn't bend, because I did a little. We're going to grab it. Look at that, went right in. Boom. There's your gasket. It's like a little, it's kind of like an AC gasket on Chevys. It's got like a silver housing and then two little rubber O-ring style deals in it. Here. This, with the O-ring and shit you just took apart on the top, the little valve. That is install complete. And I'll let you guys know how much better the it is without the little thing in there, how much cooler it stays. So, thanks for watching. That's a Mishimoto transcooler on a 14 Silverado. It's the same thing from 14 up, but you don't have to do what I just did, the bypass valve. Anyways, thanks for watching. Now, so I've been on the highway for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I don't know. That's what the transmission's running. And it's been pretty steady, 135. And I got on it too and was running it pretty good for a minute. And it's been steady 135, so I'm gonna say that, and we're going 70. That's like a 50 degrees difference in trans temp, and it took it forever to get there. Like, I would have had to I could have left my house and went 3 blocks away. It would have already been at 180 degrees.